Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready, black 25.
Check 45 to Mike. It's coming this way.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Leo.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Protein spill.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Whip. Watch the whip.
5.
45, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down, Ray. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston, he'll let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, go.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Looking to throw. Ray forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 6-0 our score after 1.
Hit it.
Check 45. 3 bucks.
Hey, box truck.
Check Mike 45. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. He's crashing. He's checking crap. Alert flare.
Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ray. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go.
Ready. 125. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Following the interception, Winston under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Alert 3. Switch.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
70, 80.
On third down, Ray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Watch twins. He's coming. We got double up. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Look at me. Door.
Defense, let's go. Check 43.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Ray. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. To throw on second down. Ray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ray. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver.
Hey, 2. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Ray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Here's Coleman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Ray, this one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Check tight. Check tight. Out.
Score.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. This is Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
The set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check three, check three, check three. 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing on 1st down. Ray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
On the ball.
Operating from the gun. Ray. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
70, India. Leo. Hey, rocket. Lead trip.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Topper.
Freeman. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You draw quarter. Snap.
From the gun, Wayne. Caught by Sanu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
We want this. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the ball. Shoot.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 30 base. Go, go.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check pass, check pass. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Ray. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check.
Winston now. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 47-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
218, chop. 52.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey. Ready?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down. Ray. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45, 45. Mike, 45. All day, dog. Watch that. Shoot. Watch the ship.
Fair.
Smooth.
Throwing on third and long. Ray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. Back to throw. He's got Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Fourth down, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run, Devontae Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis.